Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's segment of Green Chat. I am Stephanie Gluchacki, President of Clinical Operations for Canna Care Docs, and I'm joined today by Christy Medeiros, who is the Area Manager for Rhode Island and Massachusetts and Connecticut. So welcome, Christy, and thank you for venturing out into the real world to join me here today. Rest assured, we are practicing our social distancing here. So we're certainly being safe, but we were definitely really excited to get out into the world today.
Definitely.
So hello, Rhode Island Facebook community. I just want to start off with just a big hello. I am a Rhode Islander myself, so I'm really excited about this particular segment. I just want to send a little shout out to the townies, my people in East Providence. So hello, happy to have you joining us today. I also want to send out another quick shout out. Happy birthday to Chapman Dickerson. Chappie is the CEO of Basque Dispensary in Fairhaven. So Chappie, if you happen to be watching, happy birthday to you. Hope you get outside and enjoy the day, certainly. So again, Christy and I are here today. We understand there's a lot of confusion as changes come out each day. The governor comes on and she talks about different reopenings and phases and whatnot, and that kind of leaves our particular business wondering, patients wondering, well, what about us? What do we do? Should we go to your clinic? What's going on? So Christy and I thought it was important to take a few minutes for you today to really just let you know, number one, stay at home. Stay at home, stay safe. We're happy to service you and certify you from the comfort of your own home. So we're going to walk through that process a little bit just to give you the rundown of the process itself. But more importantly, just to let you know that you don't have to venture out into the clinics just yet. We are working very diligently behind the scenes to secure PPE. We are going through various OSHA training and whatnot to really understand how to make our clinical environment the safest it can be, so that way when we can return to our in-clinic operations, you as a patient, our staff, our providers are certainly in the safest environment that they possibly can be. So again, those things are happening in the background, but in the meantime, we'd like to talk to you today about today, Rhode Island. What is it like today to obtain your certification? So I'm going to turn it over to Christy to walk through the process of the certification, obtaining your certification, through Canna Care Docs in our current setting. So Christy, by all means, take it away.
Excellent, thank you, and it's great to be here. So in Rhode Island, again, we are still doing telemed, so no need to come to the offices. Although we are very excited to get back into our offices. We have beautiful offices, one in Cranston, a brand new office on Sockanosset Cross Road, and we also have a beautiful office over on Eddie Dowling Highway.
Eddie Dowling Highway,
in
yes.
Smithfield. So we are very excited to get back there. And when we do, it will be as safe as it can be, so everybody feels comfortable with coming back into the office.
Definitely.
But right now we don't have to. So if you're a new patient or a renewing patient, you certainly can give us a call, book your appointment so you can get your certification done, or you can go online and do the e-booking process. E-booking process, we are actually open 6 days a week to see Rhode Island patients. So Sunday obviously is the only day that we can't see you. So any day that you are available, that you want to come and get certified, you just sit from home and wait for your call. This is all done telemed, which is fantastic. It's very safe, easy, and convenient. Once you book your appointment, you are contacted by an agent. They confirm your details, ask you a few quick questions, and then they're going to connect you with the provider. Once you speak with your provider and you have your telemed appointment, your certification is then mailed to you, so you can mail it out to the state and get your card. This is done with all our patients. We have had a few instances where we needed to push it through a little quickly. We can definitely do that. The state is working very closely with us to make sure that everybody gets seen and everybody stays up to date with their certification. In the state of Rhode Island also, you do come back every 6 months. We like to see you every 6 months, find out how you're doing with your medication, see if you have any concerns, questions, problems, issues, and looking for suggestions. We actually have a great team, a fantastic, knowledgeable team that will give you information about the products that are in the compassion centers. In the state of Rhode Island, we do have 3 compassion centers, Providence, Warwick, as well as Portsmouth. They are making it very safe, easy, and convenient for you to get your medication, as well as the Compassion Center in Providence having a drive-through. You order right online, and you do not have to even get out of your car. You drive right through your drive-through lane, you get your medication. Again, this is great because a lot of people are having concerns with coming out of the house, going into a compassion center where there's other people. So this makes it really quick, convenient, safe, and easy for you. Also, just to mention, the good thing about Rhode Island dispensaries as well is if you live in another state, you can go to the Rhode Island dispensaries with a valid card from your state. So this is another reason why a lot of patients don't want to go into the centers. They're accepting patients from other states. So again, drive-through medication line is the way to go. We're making this as easy as possible for you and as safe as possible. We want to make sure that everybody gets their needs.
Yes, so thanks, Christy. That's certainly a great walkthrough. And again, just to recap quickly, the process of obtaining your certification first in order to access these 3 compassion centers. From the comfort of your own home, go ahead to www.cannacaredocs.com and click book an appointment. You can choose the day and the date that is most convenient for you. We do have appointment slots available. They do book up fairly quickly, so but check back periodically. In the background, sometimes people cancel, so there might be slots that are available. You can call our call center directly. Once you've selected your date and time, one of our administrative staff will phone you. They're going to reach out and they're going to help you coordinate the collection of your medical documentation to support the various condition that you're presenting with. In the slide that we'll have in the comments section eventually, we'd have listed the qualifying conditions for Rhode Island. So take a peek at that list. It's also available on the government site. So again, we'll collect the medical documentation on the day of your appointment. Again, a member of our staff will call you and they're going to facilitate actually connecting you with that provider to make sure that you're not lost amidst the patient traffic that we have. And after your certification with your provider, again, I know Christy is working very closely with the team to ensure that those written certifications are collected and sent out to you as a patient directly, immediately, so that there's no gap in you being able to forward those over to the DOH for processing. So again, I also want to give a shout out. Thank you so much for the state working very closely with us to make sure that they're staying on top of the certification volume that's coming through to ensure that patients are not lapsing in their ability to access safe, secure medicine. So thank you to you. And I do want to touch on the compassion centers. Again, there are 3 currently in the state. All 3 certainly are working very hard to make sure that there's a safe and compliant environment amidst the current COVID crisis. So kudos to all of them for really working hard to make sure that patients, their staff, are all safe through this process. So again, in Providence, we have the Thomas C. Slater Center on 1 Corliss Street in Providence. In Warwick, you have the Summit Medical Compassion Center located at 380 Jefferson Boulevard. And in Portsmouth, for our Aquidneck Island folks, we have the Greenleaf Compassion Care Center on 1637 West Main Road. So Rhode Island, though a small state, there's certainly a triangulated area for patients to access their medicine. So thank you to everyone who's really just working so hard to ensure that medical patients within the state of Rhode Island continue to, number one, continue to access their medicine if they were currently patients, or if they've decided to become a patient in the midst of this. Maybe sitting at home, you've had some time to scroll through the internet and learn a little bit about the program and maybe never realized that you yourself might have a qualifying condition. So you've learned about this program. So again, just thank you to everyone involved. I do want to reiterate Christy's sentiment to the staff of our offices in Rhode Island, to the providers of our offices in Rhode Island. Absolutely a fantastic job. Really just replicating the level of compassion, the level of professionalism that ordinarily would happen within our clinics, and taking that and really just replicating that in a new and unprecedented environment. So kudos to that staff there. Absolutely. Yes. again, I just want to finish up. By all means, as I said, we're working in the background to secure PPE, working to ensure compliance, to make sure that when we are able to return to our in-clinic setting, that the environment is safe. It'll probably look a little different than it did prior to COVID and the impacts of COVID, but we'll make sure that all of those processes are clearly communicated to you as patients so that you have a sense of security of walking into our office, that you have a sense of understanding of what the process looks like, and that there's absolutely no confusion as to what that process looks like. So we're gonna do our best to communicate that frequently. I encourage you to check back to our Facebook page in Rhode Island, and I also encourage you to check our website periodically. Utilize our website to book your appointment online. It's super simple. We're going to do all the heavy lifting for you from an administrative standpoint, as I said. So again, lots of work happening in the background just to make it look as simple and seamless as it has. Christy, any final thoughts before I go into our thank yous?
Just a quick note, for new patients and renewing patients, we send out all paperwork. So nothing has to be done on their end other than sending in their information, their ID, and then you get all your paperwork, send it out, and you get your card.
Perfect. Again, in the comments, you'll see the list of qualifying conditions once we get that up there, if we haven't already. If not, it is on the Rhode Island site. So today, I just want to close off with some big thank yous. By all means, thank you to you as our Facebook community. We appreciate that you took the time to join us here live today. If you're seeing this after the fact, then thank you for taking the time to stop and listen to what we have to say. We really appreciate your interest and your time, more importantly. Thank you to Christy for, again, venturing out and joining me here live at the studio.
It's a pleasure.
This was an absolute treat to just, again, have human interaction. So this was great. It kind of gave us a little bit of a sense of normalcy, things starting to return to a bit of a sense of normal. We understand that we're probably never going to look at normal again the same way, but anything we can do to at least make it feel like things are progressing forward, we'll do that. So thank you, of course, to CB2 Insights, parent company to Canna Care Docs. Without CB2 Insights, none of this would be possible. So much work goes into ensuring that we're able to provide a level of compliance and just streamlining processes and workflows. It's really a team effort that requires a lot of great minds, and we're happy to have that kind of collaboration. So thank you to you. Certainly thank you to the Thomas C. Slater Center. Again, thank you for all the workflows that you've put into place with the drive-up access for medication, making sure that patients still have that ability to access their medicine. Thank you to the Summit Compassion Center. Certainly, I know that safety is paramount there as well. And certainly, last but not least, the Greenleaf Compassion Center. The three centers here certainly striving to ensure safety for quality and safe medicine, as well as safety in the midst of a global pandemic. So kudos to them as well. As always, I have to thank Jean St. Pierre, who without his efforts, none of this would be possible. Appreciate his coordination. Jean has been an amazing friend of Canna Care Docs and of mine for many, many years. I believe it's going on 5 years now. So he's really involved in the community, and we appreciate all of his efforts. So thank you to him. We'll have to have him join us next time.
Definitely.
So I think he'd like that. And of course, this great set that you see around us wouldn't be possible without Eric B. Media. So thank you. Fantastic environment to be able to come and join you live in this setting. And again, lastly, thank you to you, our patients, our potential patients, anyone who's just interested in our messaging. Again, www.cannacaredocs.com. If you have any questions, reach us there. Reach us through our call center. We're happy to help. We look forward to seeing you again in person. We certainly hope everyone stays safe. We hope everyone at least gets outside, gets some fresh air, some vitamin D. It looks to be an absolutely amazing week ahead. So again, thank you for joining us, and thanks again, Christy.
Thank you.
Take
guys.
care. Bye-bye,
Be
everyone.
safe.